Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. So, let me explain what I have planned for this week. I still want to play a lot of Nell's Diner, so on Monday and Friday we're going to play Nell's Diner, we're back on Nightmare. On Wednesday we're going to be doing the weekly, and then in between we're going to be doing some of the smaller maps like Tanglewood and Willow to try and get into Nightmare. That's what I want to do this week, is to get back into Nightmare mode. We're going to be going for some perfect games. We got kind of lucky with Sunrise here, but since the new map is still pretty new, I want to get in here and have a little bit more fun. And this time, I want to focus on just getting some perfect games along with doing Nightmare and trying to figure out the ghost that way. So for this up game, I want to just kind of get back into being a ghost hunter. Now it's Sunrise, so that's kind of, we got off a little easy there. Also, kind of looking around for anything you may not have noticed. Still a lot of details on this map, and even like Bleasdale and stuff, there's a lot of details I need to notice. So is anyone here? I haven't looked at the book. I'm gonna see if we can just walk in here and find someone. Now, sometimes I do want to have a topic of conversation when I go into a building, but oh, here we go. On a small map, it's kind of hard to do that. But I do want to mention, I kind of briefly mentioned the Steam machine, but they also announced the Steam Frame, which is their new VR headset, and I think that one's going to be my next VR headset. So one day, there's that water. But I would like to play this game in VR again, so I'm glad I held off. I kind of wanted to get a VR headset, but one day I think I'll be getting that headset, so soon enough I will be back in playing VR in this game. I do have a couple videos, and those were fun, but I don't really have the room to do face cam, so I don't know, it'll be a little bit. But I am excited for that new VR headset, because they have mentioned they're going to fix the doors in VR, where you can actually swing them, and maybe you could do that here as well, like swing them open, where they don't just stop immediately. That'd be a nice way to kind of update the door physics for both versions of the game, even if you're not in VR. So have I accomplished anything? We don't have the breaker on. I didn't look everywhere for a cursed item. Wasn't the mirror. Didn't really look and see if it was the monkey paw. Kind of walked by. Strangely though. Oh, it wasn't the monkey paw. Yeah, I didn't really look. But yeah, I like going in with this first initial gear, so I can go get photos. Get the bone if we hear it. What was over that? What was over here? Who was that? Yeah, I know I heard it was like a paper ball, wasn't it? Maybe it was one of these tapes? Okay. We have a general area. Could get a photo of the EMF. Oh. Oh, that was the fan, but it's not on? Oh, that's the generator outside. Okay. Am I seeing my breath in here? Let's get a couple lights on out here, maybe. So, that's the whole point. I want to just kind of take Nightmare slow. Try and combine maybe like professional pace with Nightmare. I did enjoy doing a lot of those back-to-back games, and it did teach me a little bit. I still have to learn a miling properly. But I want to get back into just kind of a mix of finding evidence, you know, recording ghost. Is anyone here? Let's take a look at the book. Joseph, cleanse, paramike, and escape. Joseph, are you here? I heard you throw something earlier. So where are you? I'm not seeing my breath in here. Maybe he did that through the wall and it was actually over here. Joseph, are you in here? I love these old little TVs like this. I used to have one like that when I was a kid. I love seeing all the old stuff. So I wonder, like, when all these maps are set. Obviously it's a bit in the past. I never really, there is supposed to be lore to these maps. And I like Bleasdale, there's lore about the girl in the attic pulling the death tarot card, and that's what summoned the ghost. So I'm wondering what lore might be around here. Speaking of what's around here, I'm not really interacting with the ghost anymore. So let me just take a look. Do I have a hiding spot? We do have the hiding spot in the hall here. And we did die one time, but that was kind of my fault. Well, I probably should go back and get a thermometer now. I am enjoying the pace of this game. I kind of wanted a game where things were a little slower at the beginning, but it might get kind of crazy. I'm not seeing my breath though. I need to remember we have this convenient door here. So I'll tell you what, we had the ghost generally in this area. We've gotten all the photos we need. I'm gonna go get a thermometer and maybe video cam and other evidence stuff. Okay, we really haven't gotten too much interaction, so I don't think my sanity is drained that much. I haven't even really found a cold room. I heard one little paper ball get thrown. So let's see if we can find a room that's generally colder. And as I walk in, I hear that EMF going off. What about in here, though? Okay, so now it's finally cold enough to see the breath. But we're maybe struggling to get down to freezing. Joseph, do you want to show yourself? I'm right here, ready for you to kill me. I kind of want to start experimenting more with talking with the ghost. That's one thing, when this game came out, it really seemed like anything you said could make the ghost mad. And that's something I really want them to, develop on, is, actually saying stuff and saying different things could really affect the ghost. Joseph seems to be a bit of a shade, though. Are you scared of me, Joseph? Don't you want to do anything? Well, no ghost orbs. This is a cold room. Hey, I could have recorded that. Maybe we'll set this up right here. Kind of hard to see what I'm doing, but that's good enough. Oh, get the book down right in the middle. Maybe, was this your office, Joseph? Grab these as well. Oops. Alright, Joseph. Is there any kind of interaction you want to give me? We can take a photo of you. What's on this computer? Anything? Oh yeah, I think I've looked at that. So yeah, you can't turn on the computer. We can't open that safe, which I'm not very interested in right now. I have been talking with the mic open, so if it's a yokai, it'd probably hunt me. Joseph. I did ask for this. But do you want to do anything, Joseph? Are you gonna make me drain my sanity? I don't really need the monkey paw for anything. Show yourself, Joseph. Okay, I'm gonna drop this and see if I can record that. Yes, okay. Accomplishing things here. So, we got one, finally. I actually brought in something right. I'm thinking this is definitely a shade. So let's look, though. We only need one more thing for a photo. What about video? We got one, so there's that. Still gotta worry about objectives, but we'll get there. We got our first evidence, so we got a sign that I actually asked for. I'm gonna head back. Where can I'm gonna drop this here so it's kind of facing in there. We're going down to freezing. I really like having this desk here. I'm gonna start lining up all my stuff here. 1.0. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I don't think it's gonna go under, but yeah, we'll keep an eye. I'm gonna go bring in some more evidence stuff. So I'm bringing in the rest of the evidence. I like to bring in salt with the UV, but I'm just gonna bring in the UV, see if we can get some fingerprints the old-fashioned way. If it is a shade, out of curiosity, would it have writing? Freezing EMF 5. Okay, well, maybe it's an EMF 5 and it's just not been doing anything. So we're not gonna get the EMF 5 if this is a shade. Put that on the ceiling. I should probably keep that until I use it. I'm gonna keep this on me as well. If I get hunted, I'm gonna definitely need to go that way. If I go this way, I'm gonna get killed. So if I go in there, we'll have the table to loop around, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's get that paused. Alright, Joseph, this is your opportunity. If you want to show yourself, if you want to give me some kind of interaction, please give us something, show us what you got. Something, please. I'm gonna try and keep that on me. Let's see if it's spirit box. Oh yeah, I kept that on me as well. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? This has got to be the biggest shade ever. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Alright, I'm wanting to get some more. I want to like bring in some motion sensors. So what I did do, I now have 2 video cameras out there and 2 tripods. So next time if we get another Goryo, I'm going to be able to cover, at least with 2 cameras now, I'm going to try and cover as many angles as I can. I might bring in more cameras, but I started off with just bringing 1 more until we need more than that. But I have a weird feeling this is a shade that is just doing nothing. But in a weird way, I kind of did want this, because this is allowing me to just kind of enjoy the game for a minute and not panic. So I'm cool with this for now. I'm going to drop my equipment here. Let's go get some motion sensors to see if we can determine where this ghost really is. It's keeping this room cold. It might be Goryo. Let me see if it's freezing. Still not. Maybe Writing is not Goryo. No, okay. This is the only thing that makes sense here is a shade. Let's go get some motion sensors, and then what's something we could do for an objective? Cleanse, escape, paramic. I guess what I'll do is get some motion sensors. Maybe we'll sit in here with a paramic. But let's just go get some stuff to try and figure out this ghost. Okay, I'm bringing in the 2 motion sensors and a paramic. I'm gonna get this set up. I just want to see if the ghost actually is in this area. And we'll just see if we get some kind of other evidence eventually. Ooh, is that... Okay, ghost just went through it. Maybe we'll put this back in this corner. And then make sure this is a bit out here. As we see, the ghost is roaming a bit. Ah, it was the water jug over here. Wrong one. Okay. Maybe missed out on EMF 5 from that. Let me make sure we have this, because we need to look for EMF 5. We did see the ghost going through the doorway. We're not seeing this motion sensor go off, so it may have just left. Well, my plan was to just sit with the paramic for a second. Let's just keep sure that this room is cold. Might get a burned crucifix photo. Wouldn't mind getting one more photo of the ghost if the ghost showed up. We've not gotten anything. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit back here, see if we can, since there's nothing going on, I'm gonna sit in the dark, drain a little bit of sanity, and see if we can get some kind of activity here. Now we're gonna hear all the buzzing. So even though there's a lot of, white noise on this map, we're still gonna be able to hear the sound come through. Flashy, flashy. There's no other ghost on the planet that would act like this other than a shade. I don't think it's possible for a normal ghost to even be this inactive. I'm thinking we're just not getting the EMF 5. It's cold, but maybe it's hiding freezing. Since it's just nothing is going on, I'm not getting any EMF readings. I'm hoping that sitting in the dark will increase the activity. I know I probably should have the light off in the room. There's motion sensor. I can't tell if that was the one in the room or on the doorway. Okay. At least we've made contact of some form. I'm gonna drop it. There. Annoying objective out of the way. Let's just leave that there. Here's what I'll do for you. I'm gonna turn off your room light. Turn on my headlamp. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? I don't think you're gonna be spirit box. I don't wanna look for the ghost with the motion sensors. I don't even think you're in here. Alright, putting this back down. We haven't touched a door somehow? Oh. Okay. I kinda wish these motion sensors worked a little differently. Because it's like it detects the direction, but then it just starts spinning again, so it's hard for me to tell really if the ghost is... I just gotta figure him out. Joseph, give us a sign. Kinda want my camera if he appears. I want to get that last photo. Wait, this is the thing. This happened before with the Goryo, but this can't be one. Incense escape. Only a matter of time. I know we could get hunted, but at least let me figure out the 2 evidence. Joseph, are you here? Maybe I should just leave that on. Are we warming up in here? Have you moved? Yes, I think he's moved. Yeah, okay. Are you making it cold out here? Okay, now things are gonna get annoying. As if they weren't already annoying. I gotta run all the way over here and turn this off. I think he did this through the wall. There's that sound again. Yes, he likes touching that through the wall. I just wanted to turn that off. Okay, though. We might just have to start getting hunted. Let's bring in salt. That's the main thing. I haven't done that yet. But I think he has moved into the main hallway. So let's put this here. Put this out here. At least this is useful. We're going to have a general idea now. I need to actually start utilizing some of this equipment. I don't think it's going to be... really any of this evidence. It's probably just going to be EMF 5 or maybe UV, because we haven't looked for UV yet. And I've been looking for ghost orbs. I really don't think he would have moved the ghost orbs out here, but why not? We'll look. Joseph, give us a sign. Is that the mist? No, I don't think so. Also, I'm hearing all these motions. Oh, it was right here. Maybe he was on top of me. I forget I can film the motion sensor. Joseph, give us a sign. Please, Joseph. Is there anything you want to do? There we go. At least we got that. And we know Joseph is generally in this area. Gotta get the lights back on. Can't take a photo of the motion sensor. Let's go get salt. Maybe a smudge, and maybe a crucifix. So now we're getting into hunt range. Well, I was hoping to get a photo of the ghost to fill in the photos, but maybe we'll just rely on the burned crucifix. Kinda just getting this in here. Was this an objective? I know escape is, and incense, but no, the crucifix is not. But we'll have this in here just to cover oh yeah, this is insanely big. We'll just cover that right there. Try and do this. I want to do this smart. I'm going to grab this. It's probably going to be best to just lay this out right on top of wherever the UV is going to be. Make sure we have this. And boom. Now, can we get lucky? You've been going through here, Joseph. Joseph, are you here? I see the lights at the end of the hallway. No, for a small map, these ghosts can roam. Am I hearing? I think he just did dirty water, like way down the hallway. Yeah, he's way down. Down here? Damn it. Thing is, though, well, he's over here now. I'm gonna see if he goes through the salt. I could have placed the salt underneath him, but I didn't have time. Oh, no, that was the motion sensor. Oh, man. Okay, see. Okay, you want to have the salt at the corners. Alright, I'm going to try not to get killed here. I'm going to get rid of the duplicate motion sensor. I'm going... Okay. Let me just see if it's... It's not UV. That's all I really needed to see. And it's not Wraith, which I couldn't be anyway. So we're not getting UV. Get those lights back on. Still have my smudge. Let's run down here. I'm gonna grab a photo of this dirty water. Yeah, you went all the way down here. But hey, there should be full book. So now we don't need to worry about photos. But maybe, who knows what'll happen here. This is such an unfortunate scenario. Because this is like the Goryo, but I just cannot get this other one. Maybe it really is EMF 5. Could be down to freezing, and maybe this map is just hard to get down to freezing. Maybe I should spend some time with the breaker off. I mean, that room in there, it was as cold. It went down to 1.0 and it never went under. But here we go again. Maybe we're gonna have to get hunted just to get an idea of what this might be. But we have one evidence. Come on, let me figure something out. Maybe it's spirit box. I think it's in here. I know it's writing. You're going through this. Are you here? Are you friendly? I know you're on top of me. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? Alright. Joseph, please, give us a sign. You're right here. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? I don't think it's going to be spirit box. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Okay. Look, are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Do something. Are you here? Friendly? Please, do something. Okay, look, we spend so much time with him on top of me. I'm gonna stay in the dark. I'm gonna put salt right here in case we get hunted. I'm gonna put salt here. Maybe we'll try and film the salt. I don't want to accidentally film the damn motion sensor though. I'm gonna put the motion sensor up. At least the one that's near me, and now he's going through the other one. I'm staying in the dark until he hunts though. I think this has gotta be a shade. This is just the most tame shade, even from the last few shades I've had. We've not had this kind of stuff happen. let me go get a firelight, the sound recorder, and... oh no, disturb salt. Well, at least he moved back in here. I'm gonna try and get out the door before he uses the crucifix. And let me get so the audio recorder and some other things. Well, my plan is to film the crucifix getting burned. That should be one more thing, and then also the firelight. And we'll finally get these last audio recordings. I always tend to leave the audio for last, but we still need those objectives, and we still need to get hunted. So, I just want to have one crucifix here. We'll put the other one way down here. That covers this whole damn area, doesn't it? Yeah, it goes down to one of these chairs. I shouldn't be sprinting. I'm going to try and take it easy. But yeah, that covers so much. I'm going to try and have the smudge on me. Okay, can we keep track of anything here? I heard a light, but the breaker's not off. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to try and film the fire being blown out. Maybe he walked over here. Joseph, give us a sign. Problem is, we're kind of far from the other crucifix. Oh god, okay, you know what, we're gonna... that didn't work. We're gonna put these up so we don't get a duplicate. See if I can record whatever this is.
Men go mad with watching.
Yep. Okay, there's one. It's kind of hard to see where that other crucifix is. Oh my, it's way down here, okay. And I'll try and just stand here. Joseph, give us a sign. I know you're not going to hunt from the same room. I just want to like get the last evidence, and I am trying to get the media here as well. Joseph, give us a sign. I'm not taking any sanity. Have we even gotten one ghost event? Should have brought in the other firelight. Joseph, give us a sign. This is the most passive ghost ever. But like I said, I did ask for this. It is giving me a moment to really think about everything I'm doing here. So, the only way we were even telling where he was the motion sensor. If he does blow out this fire, I want to get it filmed. Joseph, please, give us a sign. I'm okay with this challenge. We have the monkey paw, so I could wish for activity. I need some more experience with the monkey paw. I could ask to trap the ghost. Maybe that'll... because I don't think that'll like blind me or anything, but it might like kick the breaker. That's where there's one that's really good for finding the ghost. I think it's trap the ghost. This is a shade by so many means. Do I go get another firelight? Is there any audio you want me to record? Joseph, give us a sign. I mean, he was over here because we just got an audio recording. I'm still seeing my breath. Maybe we're down to freezing now? Part of me does want to turn off the breaker and see if it goes under freezing. I think Joseph's been staying in this room, and it's just not freezing. I mean, it could be EMF 5. And there's been nothing happening. I'm gonna stick with it though. Let me check objectives. Cleanse and then escape. I'm gonna see if we cleanse. Alright, that might give me some activity. Let's see what happens. Joseph, give us a sign. I'm in the dark. I just smudged you. Yeah, I'm lower sanity than I should ever be. Please, Joseph, do something. I don't know if it's like scary or that's nothing's happening. I mean, it's not dots. Think about how much he's been walking through the hallway and he's not showing up in dots. What could it be? Onryo? No. Dio? If it's any of these things, it's going to be obvious. There's no other ghost on the planet that would behave like this, though, other than a shade. Well, do I use the monkey paw? I really wanted an easy freebie here with recording the fire, but this ghost... Oh! Actually, I just remembered something about a shade. A shade will only blow out a light if you're in a separate room from it. I forgot. So let's prove that this is a shade, because if it blows this out pretty quickly, that's gonna just confirm it's a shade on its own. I forgot that little thing. A shade will not blow out a light if you're in the same room, just the same as it won't hunt as the same room. But of course... Oh my god, a door? Wait, please, let me record something. You touched a door. Now somehow fingerprints on there? Didn't think so. No EMF 5 either? Are we sure this isn't just like a freezing ghost? Maybe it's because it's so warm. It is sunrise. I'm gonna go turn off the breaker. Maybe breaker's keeping it from going freezing. I don't want to... No. Well, if I'm in the same room, it's not going to. The breaker's right down the hallway. I'm gonna run down here even though I shouldn't. Because if this ghost hunts from a side room, I'm gonna have to hope that the mist form... Okay, I think shade is mist form more. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. I can only hope. Oh, now you blow out the candle. I think it's in the kitchen. I think that's where it started to hunt from. But of course it was far enough away. No, you're just... Is it over? No? You're on the other side of the building. Now it's over. Okay. I'm gonna step outside. Let me think about this. I mean, it's obviously a shade. I think it's just EMF 5 that we're not getting. Or maybe this map, because it's sunrise, it'll just never get down to freezing with the breaker on. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I want to see if it'll get down to freezing. Well, we did get mist warm, so we actually have all this stuff. Since we have all this stuff, we need to escape. I'm not going to take sanity. Let's go get some smudges. I might try and smudge, get the sounds somehow. But I want to see... I am going to... I didn't get to the breaker because the ghost hunted. Alright, let me get in some smudges and we'll kind of maybe have a final round here with this ghost. Alright, I'm going to walk in here and immediately smudge, hoping that it actually hits the ghost. I don't know if... I'm sure the crucifixes would work from a side room, but I don't know. Kicking the breaker. Don't have my light, which I really should have. I'm going to grab my big light. I have my smudges. I gotta remember which... I need a hand here. Joseph, are you here? I wish there was a way I could, like, conveniently put this in a side room. Okay, I can maybe get the audio of that, maybe? Nope, too late. Kind of forget you can audio record the burning crucifix. And so if it used the crucifix, then it's probably not in this room. We drop this. I'm gonna put this in the side room, and if it's in the kitchen, maybe it'll blow out the candle and I can record it. Right now, I'm gonna try get a recording of something. I'm gonna try and do something exciting this round. I'm gonna try and smudge her. Him. Record. Grab the other smudge. Oh my god, how am I alive? Alright, smudge him here. Now I'm running to the hiding spot. That was kind of impromptu. I just grabbed the smudge. I don't even think I really deserved doing that there, but I got away with it. Let me see. Hunting ghost. There we go. I used my 2 smudges. Oh, we escaped. We used 2 smudges. We need one more sound though. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run outside. Maybe I'll take 1 thing of sanity, or maybe I'll just... Have I used up all the smudges already? This is the one I used, isn't it? Yes. Okay, let me run in here. Did I use... I think I already used them all up. Maybe I'll take a couple things of sanity. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take 2 things of sanity. I don't know... I mean, that should be 50, so no matter what, that'll put me right above because the shade is 35. So nothing else I can really bring back. I just need something for audio, which I guess we could get more of these. We don't have the fire. So okay, let's bring back all more fire, and we're gonna get an audio, hopefully, because I still gotta blow it out from the side room. So we're not done yet. We still need one more piece of audio to get. The thing is, I must have been EMF 5. Oh, we haven't had the breaker off, so let me see if it's gone down to freezing. That was my theory. Also, I don't know. I'm gonna leave the smudge down there. Is it down to freezing? Nope. Okay, so the ghost, yeah, no longer likes this room. That would make sense. Okay, this crucifix has been used twice. I'm gonna run down here and grab this crucifix, try and put it in the middle of the kitchen. I mean, if I'm in the kitchen, the ghost won't hunt from in here. So, maybe it'll probably hunt from back there. Here we go again, though. What I'm gonna need to do is put these lights over here. I just turned that one off. I'm gonna have to stand. Where's my camera? I dropped it somewhere. Oh boy. Can I get these on? No, because the breaker's off. What did I do with my video cam? Oh boy. What was I doing with it last? I didn't need it. Oh god. The ghost could have thrown it somewhere. Did I put it somewhere? Oh yeah, okay. When I ran in here. Now all I gotta do is stand here in the side room. So, wait, wrong one. Oh my god. Let's see if we just get hunted again. What I have to do is hope the ghost is in the kitchen, blows out the light, and then I need to run in there and record it. I could have recorded a ghost event. I don't have a smudge either, so if we get attacked, I have to run. I mean, I could loop. Is that the door? I mean, the thing is, if we're in the same room, I'm gonna like put this back here, just so you won't hunt from back here. If we're in the same room though, there's gotta be a chance. Is it like a locker? Is that a locker way back here? Whatever, I'll take it. Why? Don't start roaming again, man. We don't need another ghost like this. Now, talking, laughing. Let's see if we can get out of here. Don't run. Oh my god, okay. So everything that has happened here says this is a shade. If somehow I'm wrong, I'm gonna go insane. Because it's not any Diothe, it's not Revenant. It was normal speed when I had no sanity. This has got to be a shade, and it either was just never got down to freezing, or we never saw EMF 5. But okay, with everything checked off, I'm gonna make my one evidence guess. So even though this was a nightmare, we only got one evidence. So if this wasn't a shade, I will be impressed. I will give the ghost credit for just acting like a shade, even though it wasn't one at all. But here, let's head back to the stat screen. Okay, I really wonder if it just never got down to freezing because it was sunrise. I mean, the map does take place in Arizona, so maybe because it was sunrise, it was warm, and it just, with the breaker on, a freezing ghost wouldn't have gone down. Or it could have just been that EMF 5 scenario where it was a ghost doing nothing, and I just could not find the EMF 5. But either way, it was pretty obvious that was a shade, so there. That's another reason I like going for the perfect games. I'm liking making the money here, and when we eventually prestige, this will be a good way of making money going through the levels again. But as you can see, I still want to use the tier 3 stuff to learn a bit of Nightmare, so it'll be a little bit before we prestige, but I do want to prestige again soon enough. Time in 30, time out 50. Alright, no, 3 changes, that's one thing I kind of want to look for, and no abilities. Alright, that was really fun. Like I said, I asked for a game like that where we could just chill a little bit and kind of enjoy the atmosphere, so I enjoyed that one, but who knows how this next one will go. Okay, this is another thing I kind of wanted. I wanted to have just a clear night on Nell's Diner. I didn't want the wind, didn't want the sunrise. I want a dark, spooky night at Nell's. So this should be a perfect last game here, unless this goes by really quickly. But again, we're walking straight in. It might be a better idea to just always use that side door, because you're going to be right next to that potential breaker spot. And then you can walk in and go right next to this breaker spot. But hey, here's the breaker. I like going in through the front door because it's so nice seeing the dining room. Can't tell if I'm hearing stuff. I'm gonna walk this way this time. So no tarot cards. I think I heard something get thrown over there, I'm not sure. No voodoo doll. I haven't looked at the board. Hey, we got a good hiding spot though. I'm gonna just take a peek around. I hear video game. There's a bone. Oh, that's not, it's the phone ringing. Excuse me, who's back here? Alright, well, let's just answer that. Thought that was the arcade cabinet going off. Okay, I'm gonna let that just slide. We'll see if the ghost really is in that area. Or are you in here? Hello? So, let me take a photo of this. I don't even remember. I did grab a photo of the bone, thankfully. Okay, we have a general idea. I want to run in here. No summoning circle, but there's Insta EMF 5, which I just took 2 photos of. Dang it. Okay, here we go again. I'm gonna keep walking through. I'm actually gonna ignore the ghost. Oh no, you're through the donut on the floor. I want to just find, is it the monkey paw again? Looks like it. Just wanted to get the photo. So now that this ghost seems to be a bit more aggressive, and also it seems to really be in this area, I'm going to go ahead and get some evidence stuff. I'm going to get a thermometer to try and figure out what the room is, and a couple more evidence things. But I'm not going to bring in anything to stop a hunt or survive a hunt, so we might get hunted here and I might have to run. Luckily, this back hallway is right next to the kitchen, so if you can get into the kitchen, you can get around on the main table. So we'll probably have to rely on that. Now, I'm gonna walk around. Is this a hallway ghost? Or somehow you actually in here? No, I didn't turn on this light. I really want to get this one on. I didn't really get to look in there. Was that back here? Please. I don't need an insanely roaming ghost now. Let me just peek. Yeah. Ghosts seem to love this hallway. The only room that's kind of cooler is in here. Oh, this door is closed, though. Are you here? You know what? I haven't even looked. Joseph Robinson. Joseph Robinson escape video, of course, and motion sensor. Alright, Joseph again. What is going on here? I'm gonna point that inward. You write in that book if you feel the need to. And if it goes down to freezing, we'll come back. But I'm gonna try not to sprint. There's a pretzel up against the wall. Alright, let's try and take our time again here. Let's not freak out. We don't have a light, but maybe that's a good thing. Joseph, are you more active than your last counterpart? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna wait and see if it goes down to freezing. I need to be going for video rather than photo, but didn't see ghost orbs in here in that one moment he broke out the light. Joseph, are you here? No, I want to. Oh, that was a double interaction. By the way, we got EMF 5. That seemed like twins. Those 2 interactions were oddly close to each other. And this ghost has been kind of doing some stuff far away. It did stuff over there. Okay, it's moving a door. Man, we already have EMF 5. That was another twin thing. There's something, I just saw that happen, then I heard something over there on my left happening. This is a twin. Alright, well, every game of Nightmare can be different. I'm gonna go ahead and say for sure that's twins. But we still got work to do. What evidence is gonna be twins? We know EMF 5, Spirit Box are freezing. So maybe I'll get Spirit Box in here. That was violent. It looked awesome too with the lighting. I don't want to run out of time. I want to be able to get something done here. So let me go get some more equipment in here and see what I can accomplish. Escape video. I'd like to bring in a smudge to try and get a video. We could always get a video with the tier 3 smudge. I found it pretty I'm gonna say this, but it's easy enough to get a video of the ghost like I got, last game when I was recording the audio somehow. So the tier 3 smudge does give you enough time to try and figure out, or try and get a recording or audio or whatever. Okay, so I'm bringing in the rest of the evidence. The ghost has been touching doors, so maybe we'll get UV. But we need to escape, right? Maybe that'll happen in the kitchen. My idea is that it's not a cursed hunt, so it shouldn't be that long. The hunts aren't that long on this map if they're not cursed. So I'm going to try and take it easy and pay attention. These are some violent throws. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Maybe it's freezing. Are you here? Are you friendly? Okay. Yeah, freezing. It's twins. Could be Oni, but I don't know if an Oni. Okay, sorry, that's Spirit Box. Where the heck? Thank you for showing me where the Spirit Box was. Now you're ordering a soda. That was another potential twin thing. We don't even need this, but I will put it up for light. Okay, so we went from going so slow to too fast that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure this is twins. We're still gonna have to do some more stuff to figure this out though. We need photos, we need to escape, video of ghost. Let's see if we can get some videos. That's a door moving, which I think I already have. Yeah, that's all we've gotten. Joseph, give us a sign. You want to throw something again? You've been very interactive. You'd think it would be Oni, but whenever two things happen like right on top of each other so many times, I feel like it's happened 3 times. You moved the book and then it ordered a Coke. Is anyone here? Show yourself. Are you friendly? Give us a sign. I'm in the dark in your room. Please attack me. Wait, that could have been object throw? No, no more doors. Probably gonna be EMF 5. No. We already know it's freezing, so I don't need to run out the door. I don't have my video cam. When did I drop my video cam? Where's my video cam? Okay, keep the video cam. I don't want anything else. Don't need this on. I'm gonna drop this down so we can see. I'm gonna try and keep all the things we need. We need video, we need photo. Here, I could have taken a photo of that. There's negative for sure. Take a photo of that. We only need one more photo, thankfully. EMF reading and EMF 5 are the same thing, so we can't do that. Thing is, though, Spirit Box, we can... Man, it's not Spirit Box. So it's just freezing in EMF 5. It's like as soon as I want this ghost to do something. Too many doors. I'm gonna go get some smudges. I'm gonna try and get some stuff to film. We only need one more thing, so let me try and focus on the media, and then we'll go maybe the objectives. But I'd like to do the media, because it's not too crazy. So before we start getting hunted, and we'll try and get the media out of the way. Alright, I don't think we're getting a photo of anything other than maybe a burned crucifix. Right now, I'm bringing stuff focusing on... Oh, let me get that other light on. I don't know if I did that right. Yeah, I did. But I'm focusing on... Hey, dirty water. Okay, so we are gonna get something. Let's just take it easy, maybe. Okay? Gonna get that dirty water photo, if you don't mind. I did take one thing of sanity to maybe give myself some more time. But there. Actually, let's look at that. Monkey paw, freezing, and dirty water, so... I guess... Sometimes you get luckier. I feel like sometimes I always get the same photos. Obviously bone, EMF, and then the cursed item. That's going to be pretty standard. But then if it comes down to some kind of evidence you can take a photo of, or if you get lucky enough and get dirty water. So that's a classic evidence. Don't have my thing. Hey, I actually recorded that. I would have been alright if I had missed that, because probably wouldn't be too hard to get that one again. Because this ghost is actually being active, unlike the last one. So of course things start to go really quickly. Motion sensor, fire extinguished. So those were those 2 things. I had the salt. Put the salt down. Shouldn't be too long before you go through there. Put the salt down here. No, don't motion sense. No, don't motion sense. We have to move that. How have you not gone through the salt? Are you Wraith? Is that possible? Let me put it over. No, let me put you over here in case I know you leave. I think I could have recorded that object thrown, unfortunately. Is this a Wraith? No, it can't be a Wraith. How does it not walk through any of the salt? Joseph, give us a sign. Good enough. Just want to make sure somehow it's not Mimic, but oh god. With the F5, we know it's not Mimic. I think we know for sure it's twins. I still need to get hunted. We need to get hunted to see the speed. The only other thing it really could be is Oni with how crazy it was. But I heard so many things happen at the same time. That has to be twins. We only need one more video. Then we need a video of Ghost. It's like he heard me. Damn you, Joseph. Well, it's gonna be a little while before that happens again, huh? I need to get a film. The thing is, I could use the monkey paw, but I'm not quite certain I am confident in my abilities with that just yet, so maybe we'll lay off that. See if we can spend some more time here. Yeah. Okay, or we could just die. Screw you, man. Why? Why? Okay, this might have been Oni. It seemed normal speed, and it hunted right on top of me. I don't know. I'm gonna say twins. I'm gonna go with my first choice, because I didn't really spend enough time to determine if, I'm not gonna guess just from that one, what the speed of the ghost was, because I couldn't tell. I was going by my initial instincts of that being twins. Okay, not exactly a perfect game. Let me see, 12 minutes, okay. Unfortunately, I wonder if the ghost, let me see, ability. 9 times, okay. Wonder if that ghost just was the twin, or if the ghost was just hunting from where it was. Either way, that was an unfortunate one, so I think we're gonna get back in there and try again. Well, looks like we're back on sunrise. So, of course, we go from a shade to an insanely active twins, which the twins aren't always more active, but that was like a twins that was as active as an Oni. So, oh well, I didn't really get an opportunity. I even took one sanity, and the ghost just hunted on top of me, so if you're caught like right here and the ghost, you have 2-second grace period, I was dead. That's the problem with this hallway is, if you're out in the middle of it, you're just gonna die. So can I get a ghost that maybe doesn't care about this hallway? I don't even know if I'm the one that turned that breaker on. And let's get the lights on that I normally get on. Try and find cursed item. Why has every ghost been back here? Yep, here we go again. Maybe we'll get twins again back here. This is just closed. So what do? Do we just try and... Let's just leave the ghost for now. I'm gonna go find the bone and the cursed item, okay. Well, let's go find bone. Fortunately, there's not a hiding spot in here. Not a hiding spot in here. We know it's not gonna be the summoning circle. But I'm gonna do a little run through, because I want to find the bone. The last couple games, I've just found the bone easily. I hope the bone isn't gonna be potentially in there. Maybe it's out in the dining room. Shouldn't be too hard to see around here. I also haven't been in the kitchen or in the back storage yet. But before we just jump into this ghost, let me maybe take a moment here to appreciate the map. So try and find this bone. Yeah, we didn't go through the main area. We didn't go through the kitchen. So we gotta remember, it's the Ouija board. Might be able to get something out of that. Hey, there's a hiding spot back here. I didn't look too well in the offices for the bone. Maybe it's in there. Also, it might be on one of these tables and stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just in here and I didn't look good enough for it. I don't think I'm looking good enough for it now anyway. Was it? Oh, of course it was just right here behind the door. Alright, well, we took our lap. I think I'm gonna go get evidence. Maybe something to interact with this ghost. I kinda wanna be a little safer this time. We're not getting an insanely active ghost. So maybe I'll have a little bit more time. But I haven't taken any more sanity. Don't know what the hell my sanity is. I'm gonna get right in here and start checking temperatures. Was it 8 degrees in the hall? Nope. Generally speaking though, this is a cooler room. Put the book down. Maybe we'll just get ghost orbs? Well, I wish I had UV now. But even though we died, it looks like we're gonna get a rematch of the ghost in this room. Maybe we can open that. Not seeing ghost orbs. I need to not put my video cam down. I need to just learn to keep, like, the video cam and even the photo cam, just keep those in my inventory. So we have the writing. Seemingly is keeping this room cold. So have we even looked? Lori Williams, sanity, prevent, and repel. Oh boy. Alright, Lori, making things easy. That's why we keep... I need to just learn to keep these two things on me, and it'll be so much easier to not miss evidence. That is a problem I've been having, is just missing some moments. But there. We have writing. Gotta remember, we don't have EMF 5. Same damn setups as before, though. Not seeing any orbs. How many would it be if it was UV? Poltergeist and... Lori, give us a sign. And that isn't a door being moved. Can you throw something? It's awful quiet. You did throw something, but I think you threw it in the other room. I don't want to run all the way down there. Keep this on me. Because if I have those two things on me, I still have an inventory slot. I don't really like that flashlight being here. I kind of want to keep the room light off just for activity. Let me keep it off and just look also for ghost orbs. This is the cool room. I think I'd be seeing ghost orbs. Wasn't writing, so we're not dealing with a mimic. Wait. Come on, that had to have been like right here. Let me turn the light on so I can actually see. I think what I'm going to do, if we're not down to freezing, I think I'm just going to go ahead and get more in here. Let me make a little bit of room on here. But yeah, let me go just get some more stuff here. So far, my strategy has been to just try and get the evidence. You know, not worry about media and other stuff. But it's really helpful to, you know, have the video camera and photo camera on you. It's best to just try and get that media as you're doing other things. So it's just good to remember to have that on you. Didn't think we're going to get UV here. But we have some stuff to check. I'm going to toss this over here. Maybe this would be a good idea to just put it in the room and not on the ceiling. It's not really the greatest, actually. Yeah, I guess we'll put it on the ceiling. I don't like how there's a bit of a gap when you're real up close to it. There's your dots. Are you here by chance, Lori? Are you here? Are you friendly? I still saw my breath, right? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Freezing. Okay. Well, that wasn't as complicated as the last few games have been. Demon, Revenant, Shade, or Moroi? Doesn't seem like a shade, but maybe this is just a little bit more of an active shade. These other ones are pretty obvious. Demon. I feel like we'd be hunted by now if it was demon. But we could get a crucifix in here. Now what else are we looking at? I think we will get that crucifix because I think that's an objective. That'll be a for sure photo. And maybe we'll get some other stuff to film. So let's kind of work on that. Sanity, prevent. And that'll be like some of the last stuff we need to do. Weird. What? Did you slam it? This is so weird. I don't know how the slamming of some of these doors work. I would say that was a Ure slam, but... why do we have to do this? Why do I overstay my welcome in these mats? I am not good at keeping track of my sanity. I'm gonna hide back here. At least we have sunlight. Okay, now we're getting into the real hunts here. So maybe that was demon. So I was just getting done saying it was a demon, but I don't know how high my sanity is. Now, Moroi. Let me get... Moroi... No. Myling is the curse, right? Which one is the curse? Why can't I... curse is on the... Okay, so Moroi is the curse. I didn't think it was Myling. I did think it was Moroi. It's just up here, not in here. Okay, so we know it's not a Moroi because it would... a Moroi would always have Spirit Box. Let me try and get outside. Do I have any... No, I don't have any inventory. Okay, it's not a revenant, by the way, because I was allowed to escape. Now, it did hunt from the same room. No, did it though? Because I was in the room and I think she hunted from the hallway. See, that's the thing. I don't know if this is a shade or demon, but there's no way my sanity is low enough for a shade hunt. I think this is probably a demon now, and maybe we, even though I just said it wasn't. I don't know. I can't. Was she in the hallway and I was in the room? Well, either way, we're gonna get back in there. We need a crucifix now. I'm gonna try and get motion sensor filmed, firelight, get in there with that. So should I take sanity? I don't want to, except, you know what? I'm gonna leave the motion sensor. I need a smudge, because if this is a shade and it hunts from another room, that's how it's gonna kill me. So I'm kind of just realizing that a shade is powerful in that, because if it hunts from another room, it could just hunt from your only exit, and it'd be blocking your only exit. So I never really thought about it that way. Breaker's on. Get these lights on. I have a smudge in case I need it. There's that object thrown. Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't put the smudge. Alright, screw you. I didn't put the crucifix down. That was my own fault. I should have walked in there with the crucifix immediately. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just really low sanity. That's always spooky. Because she's just going back to storage. There she goes. Okay. Get this crucifix down. Now she did hunt from a different room, and that's the thing, man. I'm gonna put it down right here. Lori, give us a sign. That's the thing, man. With that 2-second grace period on Nightmare, like, the ghost can really catch you off guard. That's the main thing you gotta worry about. Because if she hunts from a different room, I know I'm dead. The only thing I can do, I have to run away. Okay, there's that. I think I got that too. It's hard to tell with the night vision. Burn, fire. Okay. I'm starting to lose my mind, but we're getting things done. Average sanity. Anything to record? I can take a photo of that, right? So photos, unique. Do we need one more video? Yes. I'm gonna leave. We need more. I'm glad I left. I think she hunted from the same room. This must be a demon. Hard for me to tell. Maybe she didn't hunt from the same room because that whole... Maybe that wasn't even a hunt. I don't think it was. I'm gonna go out the front door in case she hunts. And if she does hunt, I'll just hang out here. Unfortunately, I still cannot truly tell. I mean, it's now that it's hunting so much, I should take some sanity. Yeah, I need to just take sanity and see if it hunts again. This time I'm going to take sanity and get another crucifix in there and maybe the motion sensor. Okay, so out of all these games, it's like the first game was the easiest just because it was so slow, but now things ramp up. But I think I'm figuring out a plan for the end here. I'm going to go in immediately. I don't have another crucifix. I wanted a smudge. So I don't know if that was the right idea or not. But here's what I'm going to do. Dang it. I wasn't expecting the motion sensor to go off right away. And it just went off and I didn't get credit. Nice. Let me see if I can I just put it in the middle here? No, of course not. Alright, I'll put it right here. I have a smudge. There's motion sensor. Okay. All videos? All photos? Light this. We have a smudge. I'm not going to be able to hear whatever the hell you're trying to do because it's in another room. Or it's right here. I actually got that somehow. I was not expecting to get that one. No, the light is still on. I just need to see if she hunts from the same room as me. Because this crucifix, I think it's a shade. Because the crucifix being here against a demon would have stopped a hunt for the whole, not the whole building, but I mean this crucifix would go like so far. I think it's a shade. And I went ahead and took a whole bunch of sanity, so if we don't get hunted, we know it's a shade. Lori, give us a sign. Right now, I just have my sanity high. There we go. I'm trying to get like a, you know, just some kind of talking with the ghost. Hey, we did talking, extinguish. I'm thinking this is shade though, because that. I heard the light switch, so I knew that wasn't a hunt. Okay, we still need average sanity. I'm gonna walk outside. Let me just walk outside so I can not get hunted just right yet. But look, photos, unique, writing, burn crucifix, all unique here. We don't have any like footage of a ghost, which I'd like to have, but we did get a ghost event recorded. So we do need to get average sanity. But we can use the Ouija board for that. I still think this is the shade. I think I just ended up losing sanity really quickly, and the shade started going crazy. There's still one more use on this crucifix, and I'm telling you, against a demon, this crucifix would have worked, even if it was in another room. And I think that hunt earlier, I think she started hunting right here, and that's when I ran out and somehow got past her. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's go ask the Ouija board. Where are you? Where are you? I need to even move a little bit. Break room. Goodbye. Goodbye? Goodbye. Thank you. Well, there goes that last use of the crucifix. Did we get the... No. Alright, well... I don't know if using it put me in range for a shade or not. Here's the only thing I can do. I'm gonna go out and get another smudge, another crucifix. We're gonna spend some time here because we need to drain sanity. But this is insane. How do I not know if this is a demon or a shade? We're just gonna see if it hunts from the same room as me or not. Okay, I don't really know where I should put this crucifix. I'm trying to think if I should put it like out here. If I put it way out here, it's not covering that room. So like if it uses the crucifix way over there, it's definitely a demon. I'm gonna try and get the ghost to hunt in here with me. So if that oh my god, that's not even gonna happen. If it's a shade, it'll hunt outside. If it's a demon, it'll get blocked by the crucifix. So I guess that's what I want, is the ghost to try and initiate a hunt in here. And if it's a... There's transparent form. That doesn't really tell me. I know the ghost is... I know a shade is supposed to be transparent more often, or shadow more often. I don't know about transparent. But I think it's supposed to be a shadow. Oh, it's a demon. Okay. Don't need to worry about that one. Hello. Yeah. So... I don't understand though. It hunted from the same room as me, so it cannot be a shade. But I'm just trying to think, that crucifix, like, maybe it's really just not that much bigger for a demon than I thought. I have another smudge if you come over here, which she might. I don't like this. Okay, look, I'm gonna go off the idea, there's sanity. It has to be demon. I still have some smudges though. Let's go see if we can get... Because I didn't expect that to happen. But I want to compare. This crucifix is right here. And it goes all the... Well, maybe she was out of range for it even being a demon. I'm going to put this in here. And once again, I have one... Okay. So much for that. I needed to be in the same room. I don't know if this is accomplishing anything. I'm just trying to see if the ghost will hunt. I need to have it like out here. I don't know. I'm gonna put this out here. I'm gonna see if we can get the ghost to hunt from the same room. And if she does hunt, I'm gonna see how far away, because that goes to the right there. And I thought for a demon, the crucifix would go like way further, but maybe it's not as much. Maybe it's just like a bit further, you know. So, cause that's about where the line is. So maybe for a demon, it's only a bit like that much more, and it's not covered as far as I thought. I haven't taken sanity, by the way. I did smudge though, so maybe that's why she's not too active or trying to hunt me. Lori, give us a sign. I'm looking at those pins again. You want to show yourself, Lori? You want to attack me? Lori, are you here? She did burn up one of them, so we know she's active. That was just a hard throw. I don't know where she is. I think she's roaming somewhere down here. I wish I knew what sanity I had. That would be the biggest help. I mean, I'm gonna guess demon, because she hunted from the same room as me. But I feel like that's a fluke. See, that time she hunted from a different room, but she's roaming, so I can't help it. She was in the arcade hallway playing the arcade machine. I went ahead and took all my sanity, and then I had to drain it, so that doesn't really help. I love how I put myself into this like contradiction, because with that hunt, when I placed the crucifix out here and she hunted from the same room, like there is no way that this is not a shade, because, or not a demon, or not a demon. I'm just not convinced. Like, that crucifix didn't do anything over here. I'm also confused. I'm gonna put both these in here. I don't know which one was used or which one was not used. They're kind of hard to tell. I think they're both been used up. Yeah, the one on the right, this is one that's been used up. Let's see if we can get one more crucifix usage. Oh, hello, you're down here. I mean, I don't know. I think the whole point was to try and see if the crucifix used a bigger range than I had thought it would. I'm just gonna try and get hunted from the same room again. Please, Lori, hunt me. Here we go. She's not in the same room. She's not in the same room. Have all of these been from a different room? Ah, man. I mean, it just instinctually, to me, this has not felt like a demon. I think she's just started hunting me. But that one hunt, was she really not in the same room as me? Oh, man. I'm gonna keep doing this. I think I have one more smudge, right? I think. It might not be in here. Oh god, maybe I have used all my smudges. Oh man, really? Now you're out here. But didn't that one hunt, wasn't she like right here and then I ran outside but I just can't confirm that. I'm gonna stick around. Let me go see if I have one more smudge out. I think 1, 2, 3. I think I've used all of them, but let me go see what I have. Well, no more smudges. The only thing I have left is salt. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and get hunted from the same room. Maybe loop the ghost around like I did before, and without smudging, maybe I'll be able to run out of the room. I'm gonna put salt down pretty much everywhere I can to try and slow the ghost down. Yeah, I knew that was about to happen. Maybe it is a demon, I don't know. She doesn't seem to care about that dining room or the break room anymore. I really feel like, here's my thought. When I had the crucifix right here and she hunted in that room, I really feel like a demon would have been stopped by that hunt. But she hunted from the same room as me. Right now, everything about this, even again with my gut instinct, I would say this is not a demon because it wasn't hunting. I have another thing of salt. I don't. You most certainly do not care about this room. I'm gonna put these out here in case I get caught in the hallway. I don't really care too much if I die here. I have everything. I just kind of want to make sure. So the whole point of this is to play, try and figure out these ghosts for sure. We don't need no insect killer. Now, is this still freezing? It's not freezing. It's really cold. I'm gonna try and grab this. See, right now, that crucifix is on the edge, like right here. Well, I really feel like a demon wouldn't hunt from the same room. But the two hunts that I've been able to tell, she has hunted from a different room. She hunted from out there, and then remember she hunted from like right here? I feel like she was, and then I walked out the doorway, but there was that one hunt where I felt like she hunted from like right here, and then I walked out and smudged. But would a demon? This is a shade. I don't know how. I'm gonna try and get her to go through here. She'll go through the salt. Oh, she already went through the salt. Oh god, this is terrifying. Okay, this is perfect though because I can actually get away. Maybe. There's more salt behind me. Look, every hunt has been from a separate room. I have not felt, from the beginning of this game, I have not felt like this is a demon. I'm going to say that that one hunt where I thought it was in the same room as me was a fluke. Because if this is, I never thought a demon and a shade would be hard to compare, but mainly it's because I don't know what my sanity is. But I feel like I've only gotten hunted once I started draining my sanity. I took a bunch of sanity and then started talking to the board, and I feel like maybe that put me under? I gotta remember, yeah, because I took all sanity and that's only 75 and talking to the board. I think this is a shade. I'm going with my instinct that a demon would hunt from the same room, and that one thing stopping me from saying this is I really feel like that one hunt was the ghost was in the same room as me, and which would say that it could not be a shade. But if it's a demon, how the hell was the crucifix not stopping demon hunts? This has to be a shade, and if I'm wrong, I have no clue what to learn from this. But here, let's head back and see what happens. How fitting would this be if this is a shade to compare the beginning shade to the end? Because a lot of this, it was demon. Man, a demon that wants to hunt from side rooms, a demon that doesn't want to hunt right on top of you. And that really does explain something though. I thought the demon had a bigger range to use that crucifix, but my god, that is not that big of a difference, because you could see the line, and I thought it would cover way more than that, but I don't know. Crucifix doesn't seem to cover that much more area for a demon, so that's kind of good to know. That was a good test to tell. And I guess that one hunt was in the same room. I just don't remember physically seeing the ghost in that room. It just felt like the ghost was in that room. It may have been in the hallway or something. But yeah, that just goes to show. It was a demon though. It wasn't a shade. I can't give the shade the credit. But it just never seemed like a demon. How many abilities? 0. That's why it didn't seem like a demon. It never just hunted me randomly, even though I couldn't tell. It never hunted when I felt like I had high sanity. Man, alright. I guess you need to like make sure. I guess we did get hunted from the same room. I could have done the fire light trick. I should have done the fire light trick. Okay, see, I'm learning though. I need to remember the fire thing. If it's potentially a shade, I need to be testing it with the firelight. Alright, see, we're learning stuff here. We don't have to get every one right. We didn't die, so we didn't lose anything. So there we go. We're still really learning Nightmare here, and I'm going to take everything continuing on, and that's the whole point. So we made money. That's all that really matters, and we're trying to figure this out. Next time, I think we're going to be going back to Tanglewood, continuing these perfect Nightmare games, and seeing if we can have some similar situations. But man, what a weird game this one was, or weird video with some of these ghosts. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.